Я вот на что хотел бы обратить.
Another aspect is that the United States is trying, on some issues, to put pressure on India, particularly regarding certain aspects of its cooperation with Russia. But it seems to me that everyone has long understood that it is useless to pressure Prime Minister Modi, who leads a country with a population of 1.5 billion.
Putin praises India as a country that cannot be pushed around, accusing the United States of trying to bully Prime Minister Modi over ties with Moscow, even though such pressure is pointless in his view. Saying it is useless to pressure Modi, Putin openly mocks U.S. tactics on the global stage, arguing that Washington still has not understood how firmly India now guards its strategic choices. Putin claims that even a strong India-US bond will not change New Delhi's friendship with Russia, insisting that India can deepen relations with Washington while still keeping Moscow as a trusted partner. He touts Russia's far-reaching plans with New Delhi, hinting at long-term projects in trade, energy, and defense that he says will bind the two countries together for many years to come. Pointing to trade rising from around $68.7 billion toward a $100 billion target, Putin lays out what he calls an India-Russia trade boom that proves the partnership is expanding, not shrinking. Putin says India and Russia are natural allies and partners, portraying the relationship as rooted in history and mutual respect rather than short-term geopolitical convenience.
Я вот на что хотел бы обратить.
This is what I would like to draw your attention to. In recent years, especially after the beginning of the events that are still taking place in the Ukrainian direction, it is increasingly being said that Russia has made a turn toward Asia, that it has changed its policy. Russia has not changed anything and has not made any changes. After all, the agreement that is the basis of our interaction and which forms the foundation for us to achieve today's results, and they are impressive, was concluded long ago. According to various statistics, we have a trade turnover of about $250 billion. Diversification is taking place. But when did it start? In 2001. We signed this basic agreement in 2001. We are natural allies and partners. We are neighbors. We share a huge common border. Neighbors are not chosen. This is determined by history. Over the centuries of interaction, we have developed a certain system of principles governing our relations. We have always cooperated. Not just in the last 5 years. We have always worked together in the military field, and we continue this interaction as before. Nothing new has happened in this sense. This is simply a tradition of our relations, both military and military-technical. We reflect together on certain developments in this sphere. And this, I repeat, is not connected to the current situation, whether it is drawing the attention of the entire world because of the events, including in the Ukrainian direction, or even in the Middle East. We simply work and are friends with China, as I have already said, not against anyone, but in each other's interests. That's all. On the path of achievements in the field of artificial intelligence and high-tech technologies, the future lies in our interaction. We always speak about this at our meetings with President Xi Jinping. By the way, we truly have such an understanding between us. He addresses me as my old friend, and I say the same about him. But this is not an exaggeration. It is not a figure of speech, you see. We have a relationship built on trust. I am sure that all the tasks we set during my visit will be fulfilled, and all the goals will be achieved. We have a schedule of our bilateral contacts with the chairman for this year. And it is not only about us personally. The governments, the ministries, the departments are all working. And so are our leading companies, including in the field of energy, where we are confident that we will soon please the global energy market with new agreements between Russia and China. We have a lot of joint work. We are confident that in the coming years, we will reach 100 billion. We have all the prerequisites to work more actively and to achieve more ambitious goals. And this is not only about our energy plans, including nuclear energy. We will continue to invest in the Indian economy. We will continue to do this, and we will invest in it together. It is well known to everyone that India is working in the field of pharmaceuticals, and our companies are already ready to offer many things. I will not list everything. We are planning very good, promising and far-reaching projects that are of interest to both sides. India is a great country, 1.5 billion people, a huge economy, the largest democracy, as they say, should develop relations in its national interests with those with whom it considers it necessary to do so. Another aspect is that the United States is trying, on some issues, to put pressure on India, particularly regarding certain aspects of its cooperation with Russia. But it seems to me that everyone has long understood that it is useless to pressure Prime Minister Modi, who leads a country with a population of 1.5 billion. Moreover, such pressure harms international relations and bilateral relations, no matter from which side this pressure comes. We do not see any negative consequences. I can imagine that we will be able to reach agreements with all participants in this process. And up to this day, we do not see any serious consequences from such a situation. We are developing relations with India. We will continue to develop them, and we regard India as a reliable partner.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.